You're listening to an adaptation of the novel Hidden in the Sun by Audrey Marie Inman. Chapter 2.
No, I woke up coated in sweat. It's always the same dream. It's been 10 months, and that's all I see. I have to watch them die over and over and over again. Every day I have to realize that I'm the only survivor of such a horrible attack. No matter what anyone says, it never gets easier.
Evelyn, you're requested downstairs.
My cousin Ella barged in with a sing-songy voice.
How can you stand it being so dark? I mean, even I need a little sun,
she said as she cruelly ripped open the curtains. You evil, evil person. I gasped and pulled the covers up over my head, momentarily forgetting the monster that haunts my dreams.
Yeah. Stop being so dramatic and get up,
she said, pulling the covers off of me. I grumbled, quickly shooting daggers her way. A sharp pain shoots through my shoulder as I rise, causing me to wince. To everyone else, there is nothing but smooth skin. But I can see the faint scar, one that strangely resembles a snowflake. The irony is not lost on me.
Does it still hurt?
She asked gently, reaching and touching the spot. Can you see it? Of course it would make sense. She was half vampire. Her eyes are far better than any human, though not quite as good as a full vampire. It just makes me wonder how many times she has seen it but avoided talking about it. Her fingers traced a small pattern on the backside of my shoulder, confirming it.
They say that a pure blood has the ability to heal, but sometimes it leaves their mark.
Her eyes were distant, but made me earnest. This is the first time anyone has ever given me any information besides the facts. There was a wreck, we were attacked, and I somehow made it to the hospital. But I have a memory of Caribbean eyes. No, I did not walk my own way to the hospital. That's ridiculous. I was saved. Do you know who saved me? I pleaded, and her trance was broken. I knew she would do that. Every time I've ever brought up the subject about the wreck, she would leave or quickly change the subject. Ella, please, I said softly. She sighed, looking towards the window, her resolve wearing thin. She looked back at me then, with the one look I hated the most, pity.
That is a mark of the Snow family. I don't know how or why a member of the highest royal pureblood family would have saved a human. They are known for their indifference to your father's cause. But that mark says differently. It must be some kind of trick, a coincidence or something,
she said, looking again at my shoulder, and I frowned. She doesn't usually acknowledge a difference between the two of us, but I guess it's always there. Yes, why save a human? I said, standing up swiftly, pulling on the shirt I had thrown off the night before. She froze, shocked by the friction.
You know I didn't mean it that way,
she said quickly. It's fine, I snapped, and then took a breath. There will always be a difference between my kind and yours. I'm usually unoffended, but ever since the wreck, I sat down in a huff on the edge of my bed. I guess it's hard for me to accept the natural superior tone that vampires always have when they so brutally ruined my life. She stood there for a moment, I'm sure agonizing over what I've said. It's hard to be mean to someone so nice. She's been a big support for me. She's kept me sane.
They saved your life, too,
she pointed out lightheartedly, but an icy anger raced through my veins. She sighed and sat beside.
I am so sorry, Evelyn. I was being cruelly uncareful with my words. I regret to have hurt you in any way,
she said softly, staring at the ground. I raked a hand through my hair, fighting back my own sigh as I stared at the window. I wasn't even angry at her. I was angry that I couldn't be angry, and it was frustrating. Do you know how hard it is to vent grief and misery when you logically know no one can truly be blamed? Please don't apologize to me. You're the one who has put up with me for so long. I am grateful to even know someone like you. You were only stating facts. I cannot be angry for that. Besides, you are my friend. There is no need for formalities. I said, giving her a hug, which she stiffly returned. It must be hard always being pulled between humans and vampires. Always having to pick sides. I wish it didn't have to be that way. I stepped away and gave her a smile. Her brown eyes softened and she smiled back. Suddenly, she crinkled her nose.
You stink,
she said, and I hit her with the nearest pillow. Way to shatter the moment. I laughed, and she shrugged as I stood walking into my bathroom, thankful when the steam brushed against my skin. It was relaxing.
I'll find you something to wear,
Ella called after me as I stepped into the cascading water, not even bothering to respond. This was our routine. This is my life after the accident, and I could be completely content if I didn't continue to have those awful nightmares.